pikin dey the street dey hawk. Still dem talk say make we no talk, but thank God say Mayegun don come. So my people make you loud, oh yo yo, Mayegun don come, oh yo yo. My people make you shout, oh yo yo, Mayegun don come, oh yo yo. Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Hello there.
Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Good morning to you, good afternoon to you, and good evening to you from wherever you are watching from. This is Mayegun Live. Share the broadcast. Read the caption of the broadcast, the description of the broadcast, and share the broadcast as you are joining us this moment. The only Godfather. When APC Egbekegbe came in, I remember telling people they were coming to show you how to legitimize corruption and all kinds of bad behavior. I have been proven right. At least a lot of you on this platform have been following when I kind of spoke on the $3 billion or $3.3 billion that they were asking from Afreximbank, Abi. Now they have told us the whole arrangement. I'll share that with you tonight. Tony Elumelu of UBA, the facilitator. By the time APC of Tifnumbu is done with you, Boko Haram's destruction will be a child's play. Today, sorry for the late start. So good morning to you, good afternoon to you, and good evening to you from wherever you are watching from. It is Mayegun, the Temple of Truth, live. I believe by now, those of us who are currently at the temple have read the caption of the broadcast, Abi, and the description as well, because the conversation is going to be kind of extended, so many parts, extensive. Ladies and gentlemen, just as a reminder that Tifnumbu told the Batidiots and the rest of Nigeria that they just developed this monetary idea that would unify the exchange rates in Nigeria. And in fact, they were planning to inject $10 billion into the Nigeria economy. I don't know if you remember that. Anyway, fast forward to sometimes in September, when Naira started doing, what do you call it, relay race with the dollar, and things started going from wars to, I don't know. That was around September. So what they planned to do then was they approached the Afreximbank. This is like Africa Export Import Bank. That's the shortening for Afrexim. So Tony Lumelu of UBA was the facilitator, the person who was the intermediary between Nigeria, NNPC, and Afreximbank. Although he collected, I think that we heard that he collected, 3% or thereabouts from the from the deal. UBA made about 100 about like 100 or 80 or so million dollars anyway. So finally Afrexim agreed that to a deal, and that deal was to give $3.3 billion cash to Tinubu's government. Okay. In return, Tinubu's government will pay back with crude oil. I remember at the time that I was asking that, okay, how much crude oil would Nigeria be paying back with? This morning, they finally released a kind of the usual detail of the deal. Ladies and gentlemen, the Afreximbank has given Tinubu's government $2 billion cash already. And they said from that deal, it's a loan for 5 years. Okay. And for that 5 years, Nigeria will pay back 11.8% as interest. Okay. Sounds good, right? But it has to be paid back in 5 years. Okay. If Nigeria does not pay back in 5 years, Nigeria would then forfeit 164 million barrels of crude oil to Afreximbank. So Afreximbank would then go and sell the crude oil. They will now take out their loan, the interest, and the cost of doing all of that wahala. The worth of that crude oil that they are using as collateral is put at $12 billion. Yeah, 12 billion. They are borrowing 3.3 billion. And they are using the collateral of $12 billion. Remember, they don't have any plan of paying back any loan. Whoever is borrowing Nigeria money now, these criminals are comfortable servicing the loan, which is paying the late payment fee every month. They have no plan of paying back any loan. In case if you don't know, all right? They have no plan. And in that regard, it simply means the 3.3 billion cash that they are collecting. Remember, the money is not going into anything. No. Here you get, I'll still tell you what they use the money for. So that when people like us tell you that praying for Nigeria to succeed is like you are praying for the devil to destroy you. The intention of these criminals is evil in the long run. So when they tell you to pray for them, see, you are praying for the country to get better. They are plotting to bury it, to bury the country and the people inside it, for whatever cash or amount of money they can get. Do you see the contradiction? That is why people like me don't pray for Nigeria, or for these criminals to succeed. And that is why it is easier for some of you to point fingers at us that it is because we don't wish Nigeria well. Maybe that is why Nigeria is not well. But situations like this, they are to remind you why Nigeria would never work. If you are paying attention, no amount of prayer can make Nigeria work when what they do every day is to bury her. Do you understand that, Sha? It doesn't matter. They are using $12 billion worth of crude oil to borrow $3.3 billion so that they would have dollars in cash that they will give to their oil marketers as subsidy. The money is not even going into Nigeria to do anything. No. The money is just to be there so that they, when they want to go abroad, they will have that dollars. When they want to convert your naira to dollars as their loot, they will have dollars. Abi? So then the oil marketers, those ones are there. If they do, they are like the Orisha Kunlebo, the deity that they have to give a sacrifice to, and they would sacrifice these thieves, it is dollars. The money is not going to do anything in Nigeria per se. Here you get, but they have already used Nigeria as collateral. 164 million barrels. So they say in that deal in call, if in 5 years, Nigeria failed to pay back the lender, that is the people giving them the money now, they will have the right to begin to lift crude oil from Nigeria until they lift 164 million barrels. Now, the value of that is put at 12 billion right now, based on the current, oil price. In 5 years' time, so if the crude oil price is lower than $70, that means they may even take more than 164 million barrels. So they said in that deal, so once they take the oil, they will now be selling the oil. Not Nigeria, these people, they will be selling the oil until they make their money back. Now, when they make their money back, whatever is now the difference, maybe some change are left, you will never hear about it again. By the way, I'm just saying it to you that they are telling Nigerians that, so it's not that bad. In 5 years, even if we no pay, the money is needed in Nigeria now. So to make you believe that, Abi. So even if we don't pay them, we have crude oil now, Abi. There's crude oil now. So once they take the crude oil and they sell the crude oil and they make their money, we don't know how long it's going to take, but that's the deal, Sha. So once they make their money, so the leftover, they will give us back. Nigeria doesn't even have to pay. They're already telling themselves that too. The Avuvu sellers are already telling you that. Nigeria doesn't even have to pay. You don't have to pay. 12 billion as collateral for 3 billion. You should know that such deal could only pass where the interest of the criminals that are supposed to protect the interest of Nigeria, their own interest only, has been taken care of. In 5 years' time, now those ones go to cash out like those who work with Bokwari and then use Nigeria's foreign reserve as collateral to take over $20 billion from America banks. Nigeria did not know anything. No Nigerian knew about it. Until those banks now came and they said, since Nigeria is not planning to pay them back, they would have to go on and take the money, which is the Nigerian foreign reserve. How much is in Nigerian foreign reserve? By the time they did all the calculation, the balance in the foreign reserve was 32 or 33 billion. That is what they put as figure for Nigerians. Nigerians didn't know that they have used about 30 billion of that money already. So right now, that is also another problem that they are currently not telling you yet, or you are currently not paying attention to yet. The Nigerian foreign reserve is almost zero, maybe 3 billion. But it is still showing the balance of 30 or 32 billion. No? Here you get. But 30 billion of that money is already a collateral that if the banks decided to in America, it's just going to be like gone on here. But till today, no one can ask or no one can tell what Bokwari used $30 billion of Nigerian foreign reserve for. Some of you probably don't even remember. You're just looking at him like, what is he talking about? Like, do you even understand what I'm saying here? No? Okay. Well, that happened. It is similar to this using 12 billion as collateral for 3 billion. Meanwhile, the money, you have no idea what they are using it for. Do you? Do you have a clue? No? I do. Because we remember when it all started. It all started that we need cash, Bokwari don't empty everywhere. Nothing like BC. So they started running about. That was where Tony Elumelu of UBA, that's where he came in. Facilitated the deal. It was a good deal for them. You know what I mean? Like, as a banker, who is going to be the one to receive the money on behalf of Nigeria for the central bank, whatever, right? He has cut out his own 3%. Middleman. This is the money that the rest of you are going to pay. Remember the last time they said, if truly Nigeria population is 200 million, with the current Nigeria debt, every Nigerian that is living is currently owing the creditors, the debtors. You are currently owing over 600,000 naira each. And I know some of you are like, not be me. It's not me. They don't have to ask you to pay it. They just have to continue to make life hell for you in the name of trying to cover and pay for your debts. The debts that you have no single taste of. Here you get. So they collected this money because that was the time they told you subsidy was gone. And if subsidy was gone, true, to be honest, without lies, by now, a liter of petrol in Nigeria with this exchange rate, ladies and gentlemen, petrol should be around the 1,700 naira per liter by now. No joke, yo. Is that my good? That's too much. You have no idea what they are doing to you yet, but it's okay. It's okay. You will. However, the reason why I said by now it would have been to that is because, number one, these marketers 7 months ago, ordinarily to access dollars, that means they would have to cough out about 800 naira to $1 7 months ago. Okay. And between that May 2020, between June 2023 and December 2023, Nigeria naira has jumped from 800 to $1. 710 naira to $1, to over 1,300 naira to $1. As you are watching this video, Nigeria naira to dollar is around official, the one they actually have to say like officially now, is about 1,260 naira officially. So if those marketers were not quickly given something, because now them demo, because we don't even know the marketers anyway. So by now, if they have been following the trend of your dollar, 1,500 it will be the cheapest. Petrol, yeah. As for diesel, maybe 3,000 naira per liter. Diesel by now. But they told you subsidy was gone. How are they going to tell you again that they are going to have to pay subsidy? With the money they are borrowing. So they changed it. They turned it into dollar subsidy. And they announced, oh yeah, we have dollar. All the marketers have dollars now. Everything is back now. People should not worry. Everything is okay. We are blah, 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 blah story. So that was why they needed that money. They needed the supply so bad that they have to settle for that criminal deal. We've heard about the PI and D. I've been a PD and I. You remember that case in the UK? Where they gave them, they signed a deal with Nigeria. And in that deal, they said if Nigeria, for any reason, violates the deal, Nigeria was going to pay, say, billions of pounds sterling as fine. And it is Nigeria ministers, Nigeria government officials, they were those who sat there and they signed it because it is their own interest. If the project happen in Nigeria, they will benefit, not you, the people. Now, if somebody comes later and say because they are new government, they don't want to do the project, right? They will still benefit because Nigeria will pay fine. Billions of pounds sterling. So it's a good deal to them, for them. Because last, Elumelu has collected his own share. Iyari has collected his own share. Other people involved, they've collected their share, right? And they've also invested in the future that we know Nigeria is not going to pay this money back. Let's not deceive ourselves. Sorry, P and ID, rather, yeah. P and ID. They crushed that in the UK court. You could probably give that to Okuwari, like among other horrible things is known for. Here you get. Nigeria ministers and government officials under Goodluck Egbere Jonathan, they set the trap for their own country. That would have probably wrecked Nigeria by now, but forget it. Nigeria no go pay any money back. They have already put Nigeria name in the financial world. Nigeria name is there as negative. Investors, they see all of this all the time. Do you understand? So even if they say, okay, yeah, Nigeria must pay 11 billion, or be 1 billion pounds or something billion, right? Nigeria will still not pay because Nigeria had no get money to pay anybody. All the people borrowing or giving money to Nigeria right now, they don't know Nigeria is not going to pay. The reason why they are financing those debts is because they want to see them like, see, we don't have much. You understand? So just take that one from us so that we can be servicing the loans. But give us another one. We are doing our economy. When the economy is better, we'll pay you back. No. Nigeria is not repaying any loan. No. Very soon they will start campaigning for debt forgiveness. That people should forgive the debt. Please forgive us. Forgive us, right off our debt. And they will still use that to rip off Nigerians. It is what it is to them. Abi? So this is going to be the future scandal, Abi. And I hope you will remember that they have told us now that some people that we don't have to know, Nigeria is now owing them 164 million barrels of crude oil. Write it down. Write it down so that, there are those who knows that in Nigeria today, like I said, that Nigeria doesn't pay loan back. Okay, Nigeria has borrowed money from almost everywhere in the world. They borrowed money from China. In China, Chinese know they forgive loan. Go and check their history. They will tell you, we were poor like you too. We fought our way through it. There's no charity here. It's a give and take thing. Go and read it in their history. They know they forgive loan. No. All this debt forgiveness. said it that if the situation get to a place where they borrowed money from everywhere, and the people they borrowed money from, they begin to come around to take over every part of Nigeria that they have used, because you have no idea what these guys are capable of. A lot of you have been told to begin to learn Mandarin, Chinese, learn how to speak Chinese. Some of those rail line, they borrowed money. You know, they are in debt over the railways, the ones that are working. Even though they borrowed money to build them, they do give away with railway. They are in debt too. Now they are not making enough money to even kind of pay back the loan. No, they do give away. One day, when the Chinese come and say, this part colonize, it's now China territory. Now shout, and I go shout too, Abi, and say it's impossible. This is our fatherland. Fatherland, the other. Do you know that they have used you and your father as collateral? Do you understand Chinese? Abi school. I'm just saying this, it may sound funny. Go to some African countries where they have reported that China have taken over their national assets because they can't pay back loan. Here you get. You will learn how to speak Chinese because they will begin to make announcements on their trains, and you begin to, the last time I checked, there are already Chinese police stations in Nigeria. Are you surprised? That's the problem. A lot of things come to a lot of you like, oh, really? No, I didn't know that. Okay, fair enough. You may not. There are Chinese police stations in Nigeria. There are Chinese policemen. That if you violate anything, they can arrest you and put you in their own. Seriously, yeah. So what remains? You will see Chinese, what have you at the train station. You misbehave. That's why you have to learn how to speak all of that, because these guys will use everybody, the future generation. You understand? They will use everybody as collateral. Or have you ever seen any country where they will say they are borrowing money that they will pay back in 100 years? Have you seen that before? Loan. Nigeria is owing debt to some countries, and they put there and said 100 years, 2095. So many of you that are alive today, that are waiting for a working Nigeria. Do you see now? 2095, are you going to see be here? A lot of us will be gone, far gone. They have used us as collateral. Go and read it. It may sound funny to you. It shouldn't. Because in reality, right? In reality, even if they do not colonize us, that is the template of generational poverty. Do you not understand? You will never, ever, ever be able to live up to your potential as a people, as a country. Do you not understand what that means? Or do you think the 2021st slavery is still about chains, padlocks and all that? No. Now debt, basic. Ask all our mama that have been trapped in that same quagmire, whether they put their breast on top warm lantern. That is kind of literally, by the way. It's not like they actually put the breast on the lantern. But only lantern are the conditions they give to them before they borrow them stipends in an economy that is already dying of hyperinflation. Everybody want to solve. Okay, I give it a condition, give it to us. So they don't care. They will borrow money from everywhere. As long as it's going to satisfy their own whatever today. And as some believe, secure the future of the generation unborn of theirs, not yours. So that's it. They devalue the currency. They ensure that the inflation continue to make you work like quadruple times of the normal way you should work or kind of live just to survive. And there's nothing like, some of you are like, give them time. Of course, they have all the time in the world until you stop them, So as we were still kind of looking into this NNPLC or the NNPCL deal, Oh man, I saw Betty back Betty a deal, but I'm coming to Betty. Look at Betty's predecessor. Betty's predecessor, the Shadia Umar Farouk, the former minister for Humanitarian Affairs, Poverty Alleviation, the woman that single-handedly shared over 500 billion naira to 11 million households without using any book. Alajo Shomolu. I think some of you have heard about the story of Alajo Shomolu. Alajo Shomolu was a thrift collector, daily thrift collector, and he was was kind of an illiterate who can't read or write. All right, so, but he was collecting different amounts of money from hundreds of people, and he never writes it down. And when it is time for everybody to get their money, everyone gets exactly what, you know what I mean? So they started saying, Alajo Shomolu gets sense. Alajo Shomolu, the thrift collector. You see, Shadia, he's the female version of Alajo Shomolu, but a kind of a different version too, like not female, like a kind of opposite version. He's the Olori Gbewiri that who wouldn't become a Gbewiri in a system that was kind of intentionally, all right, created for you to loot. They said she was to lift Nigerians out of poverty. They don't know say na 9 inch, what do you call that one? 9 inches block, concrete block. They go tie for everybody's chest and back, and dip them inside the ocean of that poverty. In 5 years, people like Shadia became super rich, like super. We're talking about billions, man. Some of you will be wondering, like, how is it possible to move billions? Come on, shut up. It's Nigeria. It's a crime scene. Just come on, sit down, listen, and learn. It's a place that defies all logic. They make laws, different laws on financial. No. It doesn't work. It doesn't cover them. They've got immunity from that because it is an approved crime to lift millions of Nigerians out of poverty. So they were to give them 5,000 naira every month. And they called them the most vulnerable. This woman, at a point, decided to train. Listen to this one. They trained 1,000 youth on how to repair mobile phones with 5.7 billion naira. This woman, to empower the youth. So they spent 5.7 billion naira to teach youth on how to repair rechargeable lantern and mobile phones. I don't know how many of those people will probably get a share from that 5.7 billion, but it is just the way she spends. Yeah. At a point, she said, she shared, listen to this one, she shared 500 billion naira. Not million, B. Do like that. B. Billion. To deep. She said she shared 500 billion in 1 month to 11.7 million people household. Oh yeah, bring the proof. Everything is here. She will really the crazy. Where's the documentation? You have to show. Come on. Now dear Wahala started. So EFCC is looking for her. They invited her because they said there is a man they have arrested, and that man alone was caught with 37 billion naira from this woman. Maybe that one, they say, help me keep this one, hold this one for me. I will ask you later. Now, among others, they didn't tell her everything according to the EFCC of Tifnumbu. So they now invited her over that she should come. She gets some case to answer. Shadia, suddenly, like Diezani, Shadia don't get its problem. You know, that's synonymous with Nigerian criminals, right? They are very healthy when they are looting your money. But when they begin to call them to come and answer questions, they will start, suddenly they will be unwell. It's either they need to go and see their doctor in London. It's either they are suffering from, it's either they suddenly broke their back or something like cancer or something has suddenly happened. And it is the same playbook, the same pattern. Shadia is sick now. They haven't told us what happened to Shadia. But according to Shadia, Shadia needs 3 weeks before she can come and answer the question as the former Minister of Humanitarian and the Poverty Alleviation Minister or something. They do not come to alleviate your poverty. Can't you see? They are not there to make your life better. Making your life better is like doing the right thing. Once they begin to do the right thing, everybody's lives will be better. They do not need to hand you money, give you money. Shadia, báwo ló ṣe pín 500 billion? How did you share 500 billion, Shadia? She said it is cash by Andy. Share 500 billion to 11.7 million people. Cash at Andy. This one is only. That's why they call her the chief bewiri. So they are now asking her for just 37 billion. And you think the intention is to actually get her on a crime? It's just a show off. The person that took over from her name is Betty. Betty Edu. She is the former commissioner of the Cross River States. In case if you have forgotten her. You remember the Shatter Mouse steamship, Tifnumbu steamship, December 2022. Okay, yeah, briefly.
The woman leader for APC can answer the question of health, I believe.
Thank you very much for this opportunity. I want to very clearly state that the Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu's administration, when voted into power, is really very specific on achieving universal health coverage through
Betta Edu. She didn't waste time. See, they might be telling you money no day, there's this and that. All of you APC, Egbekegbe member, some of you don't even get sense. Don't even know why I want to tell you this. I don't know what you are going through. All of now, we don't turn cripple because you are waiting and standing on the mandate. These guys have been loading and offloading everything that is readily available in billions. Yo. Just 4 months, how many months ago, they announced Werewike as the minister. Even Werewike, they are putting 67 billion naira for supplementary budget in 2023, said he has already kind of disbursed over 50 billion already. And they are waiting for the disbursement of the 2024 budget, the one which is the proper Ogbonge one, where the looting is really, really packaged. Betta Edu. Money no day. Betta Edu. As sort of requested for the sacking of a lady, Halima. I think Halima Haruna or something. All right. They have this agency. NIPSA or something. Don't mind me all these names because you don't even need them. Just follow the story, okay? So there's this lady that is the CEO of this bogus agency created to be under the ministry, and this NIMSA also is usually meant to be for disbursement of money. Here you get, so they always have money. So this lady was sacked 3 days ago. Okay. Do I even have her image here? Let's see if I still have that. No, I don't think. Okay, I think I do. It's a tiny one, Shashe, you see on the far right. All right. So she's working in that. So she was arrested. They accused her of stealing 47 billion. And she said, no, I did not steal the money. I moved the money away from the usual accounts to a safer account because of Betty. Anyway, yes, since Betty came in, she has been scraping everything from everywhere, like Ogboju Oloshaule. You know, when this when kleptomania enter your house, it doesn't matter what they have. You know who the people call kleptomaniacs? People that cannot do without stealing. They can, I mean, even if it's ordinary comb, hair comb, they will steal it. There's something in them that just be like, oh yeah, take it. They can even steal your remote control or steal the batteries inside your remote control. Just take the batteries. What do you want to do with the batteries? I don't know. I just felt like I should steal it. I want klepto gidi. You will see some of them when they start beating them in the market. They will say, you this fine woman, you came in that car and you came inside this shop to come and steal wig. You came here to come and steal a wig of just 50,000 naira. And you are driving about 10 million naira car. Kleptonia, I want kleptomania kini. You call it ishe in Nigeria. Though they call it arun opolo, which is you call it ishe. What is ishe again? Ishe is like like evil people. Maybe she's cursed so that she will be disgraced everywhere. Bad people, evil people. Abi? Like in the UK, they call it mental health. Like it's just a mental health problem. Somebody's asking, so Mayegun, what do you call it? I don't know, but you shall have an idea of what I'm saying now. People that just steal, you put them in anywhere, they will steal anything. They said since Betta came in, big anywhere, anything way in day. It come be like, say, they could just be like, what is that one? They say, that one is NISRA account. NISRA account is for how much is inside the place? It's 35 million, ma. All right. Raise a memo, 35 million. Oh, yeah, we want to buy pure water for the ministry. 35 million naira pure water. Oh, yeah, go ahead. Madam, that money is meant. Are you mad? So they said this one, Alima, no agree. So Tifnubu first removed. EFCC can't grab her. Okay. However, somehow, inside that place, they now released one of the desperation of Betta Edu. Betta is saying some people are roping her in. There are some people who are corrupt. Those ones will work with Bokuwari, the ones that Tifnubu and Co met there, right? The ones that work with Shadia. So Betta is saying that those people are so corrupt that they want to tarnish her image because she is trying to lift the poor people out of poverty. But these people, they just want to spoil her name. That is why you are seeing all of these things you are hearing. What is my business with money? I am just a minister. I am just trying to help the people. Okay, madam. Oh, yeah, show working. The people are not done with her. Omolari, just 4 months into your loan. You've not even spent a year, Baba. Bí àfọwọ́rá, bí àfọwọ́rá, bí olè, bí jìbìtì, bí irọ́. You know? They say Betty say the poor people in Ogun State, the poor people in Lagos State, all of now where they shout, being power in Lagos. They have given your money to somebody. I'm coming to that. All of you who are poor in Cross River State, all of you poor people in Akwa Ibom State, they have given one woman your money, because since there is no money that Betta will probably scrape together within the ministry, in a desperation, she wrote the Accountant General of Nigeria to quickly, as soon as possible, as a matter of life and death, as a case of emergency, as a case of, please, I need you to transfer 585 million naira to this bank account as soon as possible. Please, they are about to shoot. They are about to shoot. Shut the fuck by any.